Hey, what's up guys? Pallav here from nothingwired.com, and today we're talking about the best smartphone in India under 15,000 Indian rupees. Now note that I've mainly checked the prices on Amazon.in and Flipkart.com. There might be difference in price depending on different online stores and even with your local vendor, but those are our indicative price sites, so that's so you might have to pay a little here and there, but anyway. So number 5 is Mi Max. Now I personally like it more. I personally wanted to give it a place above 5th, but because it has a 6.5 inch screen, 6.4x inch kind of a screen, it's a very niche device. Now for those who really want gigantic screen, this probably will be right at the top, because at this price point with that screen, that body, battery life, construction quality, you would not get. But when you consider the mass, then probably people wanting a 6.5 inch screen should be very less compared to those who probably want a 5 or 5.5 inch screens. And that's the main reason why Mi Max is at number 5. At number 4 is the Asus Zenfone Selfie, and then the 2016 version. We like the one that was released before. The front camera is a 13MP camera, also has a flash, so you have flash both on rear and the front cameras, both 13 cameras, great for selfies, nice beauty modes and all stuff. The 2016 version gets you 3 GB of RAM and then 16 GB of internal storage, and also the back kind of has that Zenfone 2 Deluxe, kind of a that diamond cut kind of a back, so I really like that. Now I actually like the Oppo F1s more, but because it's more than 15,000 Zenfone selfies here, so for selfie this could be one of the best phones at this price range. Number 3 is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. Now the Redmi Note 3 is roughly about 12.5k, about just under 13k, and this is the first smartphone probably that actually brought in high specs, at least on paper, within the 15,000 category. So in Redmi Note 3 you get two versions, a 2 GB plus 16 GB version. We are talking about the 3 GB plus 32 GB version that comes under 13,000, and there are a lot of reasons this is in our top 3. Number 1 is that it started kind of a revolution, and also number 2, it has got 3 GB of RAM, and then you have a over 4000 mAh battery, that full HD screen, metal body, almost everything that you need in a smartphone under 15k. Of course the quality won't match those of a flagship, but still spec wise awesome. Why it's in number 3 is that after this, a lot of people have started bringing phones around this price price point, and because they already know the Redmi Note 3 spikes here, they kind of just refined some of those spec sheets. Sorry. There comes our number 2, the Lenovo Vive K5 Note. It has almost everything that Redmi Note 3 gives you, but it also gives you 4 GB of RAM instead of 3 GB of RAM. I also like the look of the K5 Note better than the Redmi Note 3, although there's not much difference between our top 3. We'll come to the first, then still, yeah. So the price point are generally the same. The K5 Note camera is also slightly better than the Redmi Note 3, and it came later, so it probably, I'm just assuming it has probably more chances of upgrading to future Androids, and also Lenovo has much more aftermarket support than Xiaomi, so that's why it's number 2. At number 1 is the brand new Coolpad Note 5. There are a number of reasons it is number 1. Well, first of all, it has almost the same construction quality and spec sheet as the K5 Note or the Redmi Note 3. However, there are some differentiating factors. For example, first, the 4 GB RAM. Of course, the K5 Note gives you that. Over 4000 mAh battery. Of course, the Redmi Note 3 gives you that. But it has a flash on the front camera. That's really a deal maker, And nowadays, when people actually started giving more emphasis on the front camera, there are more selfies that are being clicked than using the rear camera. So flash on the front camera is really a deal maker, and We gave the selfie, the Zenfone selfie 4th position mainly because of the selfie camera. So here it differentiates itself with that. Also has the full HD screen and over 4000 mAh battery, same nice metal body and those kind of stuff. Multitasking is also really good. The camera is better than the Redmi Note 3, although it's almost at par, maybe slightly lower than the K5 Note. But overall, I think the Coolpad Note 5, also the price point at 11,000, so you get that 2,000-ish kind of an advantage. You know, it was a really close fight for me, but I think ultimately the Coolpad Note 5 emerges as the most all-rounder phone under 15,000. So those are, guys, the top smartphones under 15,000 Indian rupees here in India. Thank you.